Hi, and welcome to MHS Sports Talk. This show is going to tell you everything you need to know in the world of sports. First, we're going to be sending you over to Amani, talking about what's going on in the NBA.
Thank you, Steven. I'm Amani, and you're watching Hoops Talk. This week, we'll be talking about the NBA trade rumors as we approach the March 25th deadline. 2020-2021 NBA season has been pretty boring when it comes to trades and important signings. Kyle Lowry is one player that's been rumored to be traded after being with Toronto for the past 9 years. Lowry is a veteran point guard who's won an NBA championship with the Raptors and would be a pretty good fit for teams such as the Knicks or Miami. Everybody knows what Kyle Lowry can bring to the table. If he were to join a team such as the Knicks, he would join their deep core with Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and rookie Emmanuel Quickley. Struggling 35-year-old LaMarcus Aldridge, been an elite power forward in the NBA for many years, has agreed to part ways with the San Antonio Spurs. Teams such as Boston and Miami showed interest, but one thing they're both not willing to take is his 2-year, $50 million contract, so it'll be interesting to see what team would want to take him, but he'll most likely be bought out by the end of the deadline. With Oladipo, who's an amazing guard on both ends of the floor, there's been a lot of noise about him being traded to the New York Knicks or the Miami Heat. Overall, we have yet to see what will happen in the coming weeks. With the second half of the NBA season underway, it'll be interesting to see how many teams will be able to improve. Now that the NBA has fully implemented their play-in tournaments to help struggling teams enter the playoffs, it'll also be interesting to see how things will play out and what more surprises we'll see this season. Thank you for watching Hoops Talk, and we'll see you next week. Now on to Jack with the NHL.
Thanks, Amani. Today we are going to be talking about what's going on in the NHL. We are just around halfway through the shortened 56-game season, and there have been a lot of surprises that nobody expected coming into this season. First, I'll talk about the Central Division. The Carolina Hurricanes are leading the division with 41 points. Trailing behind are the Tampa Bay Lightning with a game in hand and the Florida Panthers. No one expected the Panthers to be this good because they have been pretty bad for years now. Another surprise in this division is the Dallas Stars near the bottom of the division, with only 24 points. The team that was just in the Stanley Cup final months ago in the bubble. Now for the East Division, with the New York Islanders leading with 42 points in an ongoing 9-game win streak. The Washington Capitals are trailing behind them with 38 points and 2 games in hand. In this division loaded with talent, no one would have expected the Islanders to be leading the division. Next is the West Division, with the Golden Knights leading the division with the Wild and Avalanche close behind. The Wild, who didn't even make the bubble last year, are in second place in the division and have played really well so far this year. And finally, the North Division, or the Canadian Division. The Toronto Maple Leafs lead the division with 40 points and the Winnipeg Jets 4 points behind with 3 games in hand. The Maple Leafs are a very talented team with a stacked roster. They are usually a good team, yet always find a way to choke in the playoffs. I'm very excited to see how the second half of this year plays out. Now we'll send you over to Nate with an update on college basketball.
What up, I'm Nate, and welcome to the Ohio State Show. Over the past week, the Buckeyes competed in the Big Ten tournament where they advanced to the finals after upsetting the number 1 seed in Michigan Wolverines, but eventually lost to Batman, aka Ayo Dosunmu, and his Fighting Illini of Illinois. Selection Sunday was also this past weekend. The Buckeyes were selected as a 2 seed in this year's tournament. The Buckeyes will be playing in the West Division, which is headlined by the Bears of Baylor, who have 2 consensus All-American guards, in my opinion, in Davion Mitchell and Jared Butler. Ohio State's region could have a lot of upsets in the round of 64 as the 5-seeded Villanova Wildcats are playing the 12-seeded Winthrop Eagles. The Eagles are 23-1 and they are very hot currently, and the Wildcats just lost their star point guard Colin Gillespie for the season with a torn MCL. Another upset that could definitely happen is the 3-seeded Arkansas Razorbacks and the 14th-seeded Colgate Raiders. The Raiders lead the nation in scoring with 83.6 points per game. This game is going to be a high-scoring affair and a fun one to watch, most certainly. I think Colgate could pull something off.
I'm John Madej, and this is a preview of my next episode of the Playbook Review Show.
Today I will be reviewing the 2014 Washington Offensive Playbook. This is personally one of my favorite playbooks, as it combines the zone read that dominated the mid-2010s with Sean McVay's wide zone concepts and Jay Gruden's West Coast passing attack. Sean McVay was the offensive coordinator for this team, and he learned the wide zone offense under the guru himself, Mike Shanahan. However, McVay adapted the offense to meet their quarterback, Robert Griffin III, play style before he got hurt early on in the season. A big part of McVay's offense is the wide zone. This is a zone run designed to attack the perimeter, but allows the running back to cut inside, depending on the blocks from the offensive line. McVay combined this with the zone read, which is very similar to zone, except now the quarterback is reading a defender to see if he will be keeping the ball or handing it off. The zone read allowed McVay to equate numbers in the running game and use Robert Griffin III's running ability. The three most common runs in this offense are the wide zone, the inside zone, and the zone read. Although, like every other team, they have other runs, but those are the three main runs that they ran, or they would be running if Robert Griffin III didn't get hurt. However, this playbook contains more than just McVay's running game, but this has a handful of passing concepts that I absolutely love that McVay uses. But we will take a quick look at some of my personal favorite passing plays that are found inside this playbook. The strike concept, also known as the drift concept, is a great play action pass to attack linebackers that are flowing hard to the line of scrimmage, as the route goes right into the area that the defenders are leaving. Rage is one of his favorite concepts, and it does a great job building off of the burner concept, which is one of his favorite play action passes that flubs the defense. Rage is essentially a double move off of burner that attacks the defense for playing too hard against the burner concept. Arches is one of my favorite passing concepts, which is a 5-step drop that was popularized by the digit system.
I hope you enjoyed the preview of my next episode. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Now on to Felipe, who has some Brazilian soccer content.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching the first episode of MHS Sports Talk. Make sure to tune in next time for another great episode.